Welcome CYO family. My name is Doug Sloat. I'm an instructor out here at Colorado Youth Outdoors, and guess what time it is? Yeah, it's tutorial time. So this segment we're going to be talking about spin fishing, and it'll be just the two rods that we use out here at CYO. So the first two rods that we're going to talk about are going to be the spin cast rod and the spinning rod. And out here at CYO, that's the two rods that we use. So the very first rod that we're going to be using is a spin cast. What a spin cast is it's a casting rod with a casting reel, but it is a spinning reel on top. It's a closed-faced reel. On the reel itself, you're going to have the handle, or some people call it the crank. You also have the push button. This is what you release the line with. And then you also have a drag on top. And as you turn the drag back, it's going to loosen the drag. If you turn it forward, it's going to make it a little bit tighter. So as you're fighting fish, you can adjust your drag. Of course, you have the rod itself, and you can notice there's a little trigger here. That's a dead giveaway being a casting rod. That means that reel's on top, trigger's right here, and this is how you're going to hold it, and you'll have access to your push button at the very top here. The rod itself is going to be a standard blank, so to speak. It is a two-piece rod. It does break down. This is going to be considered the butt section. This will be considered the reel seat. That's where your reel is mounted, and then you have the actual rod dynamic. Rods are designed in power and in action. So we consider this power on this one's going to be like a medium power. Power is all here back at the section at the bottom. Your action's always going to be up at the tip. And if you notice where all the lines going through, those are all called guides. And that's what helps keep that line nice and straight. As you fight a fish, that keeps that rod with this nice parabolic and keeps tension on the fish so you don't lose them. The second rod we have is what we call a spinning rod. You notice the spinning rod's a little bit different than casting. You see that the reel's on the bottom. So we consider this like an open face. So your spinning rod is going to have the same components of the spin cast with the handle and the spool, but you can notice the spool is in the open position. There's no cover on top of it. They actually have one extra thing which they call the bail. So this would be your bail. This is how you would actually release the line to make the cast. You still have the same style rod, but it doesn't have that trigger, so as you can see the reel's on the bottom. You still have the butt section of the rod, the reel seat, the rod blank itself, all the guides, just like the spin cast rod. With a spinning reel though, if you notice the drag is going to be in the front. So righty tighty, lefty loosey, that's how you adjust your drag when you're fighting a fish. When you go to cast the reel, instead of pushing a button, you're opening what they call the bail, and this is the bail right here. If you notice, the bail actually will grab the line as it comes off the spool when you close it, and that's how it spools the line back onto the spool. So you can grab it with your finger, open the bail, and you make your cast.
So that covers the types of fishing rods we use at CYO. Be sure to tune in next time for our next video segment. Also be sure to like the video and subscribe below, including clicking the notification bell so you're notified of all new videos. And as always, when you're spending time at CYO, it's time well spent.